From the renowned German developers at Blue Byte came The Settlers, a game that combined strategy, simulation and a dash of humour to deliver one of the most captivating and intricate gaming experiences of the 1990s on our beloved Commodore Amiga. The Settlers might not be a traditional god game like Populous, nor was it a simple city builder like SimCity. Instead, it creates a new genre of its own, a blend of resource management, town building and strategic warfare. Let's retrospectively revisit this unique and engaging world that can easily consume your days if you really get into it. At its core, The Settlers asks you to build and manage a flourishing civilization from scratch, starting with a humble castle and expanding into a self-sustaining town. The goal is not only to build your settlement into a thriving community, but also fend off enemies, expand your territory, and manage resources efficiently. Whilst it all does sound pretty simple, the task at hand is deceptively complex. The game requires you to take advantage of the land's natural resources: forests for wood, mountains for minerals, and lakes for fishing. You'll need to train workers in various roles like woodcutters, miners, farmers and smiths. It's not just about building structures, it's about managing a finely tuned machine where every little cog plays a critical role. You'll need to construct a delicate balance of farms, factories and even bakeries while keeping your workers happy and well fed. This might sound like a tedious task, but the game's charm lies in how it makes even the smallest details come to life. Everything in your town operates in real time, from the cutting of trees to the smithing of tools. The attention to detail is staggering, and that's where The Settlers shines. Watching your workers gather resources and build structures feels satisfying, especially as you witness your settlement grow in complexity and size. Your journey begins by selecting the ideal spot to place your castle. This decision is crucial because the location of your settlement determines what resources are available to you. For example, forests are excellent for wood, but mountains are vital for mining ores. You'll also need to consider things like flat terrain for building large structures, and proximity to water for fishing. Once your base is set up, it's time to build. But it's not as simple as clicking on a spot and constructing a building. Every project requires a series of steps. For instance, a building needs to be connected by a path to your castle, which brings workers to the site. These workers, all 25 different types, each have specific jobs, whether it's a construction worker hauling wood, a farmer planting crops, or a blacksmith forging tools. Managing these workers and making sure that everything runs smoothly is where the true challenge lies. Everything is interconnected, so if your iron supply runs dry, your blacksmith can't make tools, and your builders can't construct new structures. But managing resources is not the only task at hand. Rivals lurk nearby, and sooner or later they'll want a piece of your land. The map is procedurally generated, so each game is different, offering a fresh challenge every time you play. As your village expands, your enemies will encroach on your territory, and sooner or later, you'll have to defend yourself. Unlike other strategy games where combat is often frantic and messy, The Settlers takes a more measured approach to warfare. When a battle looms, your knights will march to a designated enemy building to challenge an opposing knight. They fight one-on-one in a strategic duel until one side emerges victorious, with the loser retreating home. There's no massive battle involving entire armies charging at once. Everything is calculated and deliberate. Combat in The Settlers is more about resource management and strategic placement than full-scale warfare, making it feel more like an intellectual exercise than a chaotic brawl. The emphasis is placed on the economy and settlement building, with combat as a necessary but secondary function. One of the game's most impressive features is its replayability. There are multiple modes to choose from, including training missions, open-ended sandbox gameplay, and competitive multiplayer. Each mode can be further customised, whether it's the size of your settlement, the difficulty of your enemies, or the layout of the map itself. With so many combinations, it's nearly impossible to replicate a single scenario twice. The entire game is controlled with a mouse, and while the system may feel daunting at first, it's intuitive once you get the hang of it. With icons and information panels at your fingertips, the interface is well thought out, though it may take a bit of time to master. What truly elevates The Settlers above other strategy games is its presentation. The game is a joy to watch. Everything is beautifully animated, From the workers chopping wood to the wheat growing in the fields. The environments are rich and alive, with trees rustling in the wind, birds chirping, and animals going about their business. These small, subtle details give the game a unique charm that keeps you immersed in the world even when you're not actively managing things. The sound design is just as impressive, with realistic effects that match the action on screen. If you can hear the sound of hammering, for example, you'll know your blacksmith is hard at work crafting tools. This attention to detail extends to the overall atmosphere, which is peaceful and serene, with a gentle pace that makes you want to slow down and enjoy the world around you. The soothing soundscape and the tiny animations give the game a sense of life and character that many other strategy games lack. The Settlers isn't just a game, it's a superb experience and a game I couldn't put down as a kid. It combines elements of economic simulation, town building and strategic warfare, all wrapped up in a charming, animated world. While it may not offer the same kind of immediate thrill as a fast-paced action game, it draws you in with its depth, complexity and sheer charm. The satisfaction of watching your town evolve, manage your resources and outsmarting rival villages makes for an addictive and rewarding experience. It's not just another city building game, it's a living, breathing world that rewards careful planning, strategic thinking and a bit of patience. Whether you're a fan of strategy games or just looking for something that will engage your mind for hours on end, this game will deliver. It's a masterpiece, and for that it deserves every bit of praise it received. It also holds up incredibly well to this day, and I still play it on my Commodore Amiga. Massive thumbs up. Thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and please do be sure to share your experiences playing The Settlers in the comment section. With so many classic Commodore games available, it's brilliant to see that many are returning to these awesome games, and if you're enjoying the nostalgic memories, then maybe consider subscribing to the channel and continuing with me on this epic journey down memory lane. Check out the other games on the various playlists on the channel, as I'm sure there will be many more games that you remember from your youth. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
Are you